Judge Jeanine Pirro joins me now. She's the host of Justice with Judge Jeanine on the Fox News Channel, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on the Fox News Channel. Author of, we are pleased to tell you, allow me to announce it here tonight, the New York Times bestselling novel, Liars, Leakers, and Liberals, the case against the anti-Trump conspiracy. And Judge Jeanine is holding up her index finger.
No, I'm not.
For number one on the New York Times bestselling list.
It must have killed them to have to put a conservative book up there. It must have killed them.
Well, and all the more reason we were pulling for you all along.
Thank you.
And that's it's great to have you here. Speaking of winners and winning, this president, my gosh, he could not have sounded more assured of what is going to happen on November 6th, encouraging the base to get out and vote. The audience loving it. I have never seen a rally in which there was not delirium in the room.
Yep.
And the cheers for the issues and for the people that he chose to mention and to highlight and give a shout out to. Extraordinary. A great evening.
Well, I think an absolutely great evening. And what I love about Donald Trump is he gets you so psyched up that by the end of the speech, you're like, what do we do now? You know, it's not like I'm going to put my pajamas on. I'm going to bed tonight. No, we got to cheer. And you are so astute when you say it has nothing to do with the House. First of all, Ron DeSantis is a great guy. He gave a great speech, you know, and I'm going to miss him because I believe that he's going to win. He's going to be the governor of Florida. We're going to miss him in Congress. He was one of the guys who fought tooth and nail to get to the bottom of what was going on in the FBI and the DOJ. But
still fighting.
He is still fighting.
And as we look at that evening, that rally, and we're going to see a lot of these rallies, folks, across the country. The president says he's going to be doing it, if necessary, 7 days a week when we get 2 months out from November 6th. And this is a president who thrives on it. For a lot of people, this would be, for a lot of presidents, it would be drudgery, it would be an imposition. It would be enervating to have to go around the country and to cheer on candidates and to build the Trump majority in Congress. This man loves it. He lives in the moment, and he has a crowd that boosts his spirits. It's a virtuous cycle.
Yes.
This relationship.
And, you know, you're so right. The energy goes back and forth. And by the way, you know, the man, I talk about this in the book. The man.
Which book was that?
That book you were just mentioning.
Liars and liberals.
Donald Trump is a force of nature. I have never seen anyone like him. He can size people up in a second. He can go into a den of lions, come out with a suit and tie straight and a lion's head to put on the library wall. I mean, he has more energy than anyone. He doesn't need to
and Ryan should be very nervous after hearing your metaphor.
Well,
because I think they're headed for a wall of some kind. They apparently don't like his wall, so maybe the wall you just suggested.
Well, wait a minute. You know that in the omnibus bill that Ryan and McConnell put together, there's $1.6 billion for the wall, right?
No,
but in the small print, it's not for the wall. It's for border security.
That was a trick statement.
That was. I wanted to see if you were going to fall for it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
not this time. You'll get me the next time.
But they are rhinos. They are Republicans in name only. They don't support the president, and I talk about it in the book, how they have done everything they can from embarrassing him with Obamacare. How many minutes have we been on?
Liars, leakers, and liberals. The case against the anti-Trump conspiracy. Congratulations, number one.
Well, you know what? I think what's more significant, though, is that the American people are winning. You listen to this president, you listen to what he's done for us, and it's absolutely stunning. He has been the most incredible president we have had in memory for me, and I think he's going to go long past some of our favorites in history.
And my memory is even longer than yours. Because I'm much older than you. I am proud to say. Judge, this president is historic already. What he's accomplished, what he has done, hasn't been done since the era of FDR. And for the left not to acknowledge it, for the left-wing national media not to accept it and acknowledge it, is terrible. Today, Jamie Dimon, the head of J.P. Morgan Chase, actually giving the president credit for accelerating economic growth, as he put it, through the tax cuts, through deregulation. And then I got a kick out of him. He even did what, and Jamie Dimon for a while was sort of copying President Trump and what he was talking about, because I think Jamie Dimon was thinking of running for president at one point. I think he's been cured of that. But he said, just as President Trump had, the Fed is a worrisome thing. His reasons for being worried about the Fed were quite different. He was worried about, not to get too far into the weeds, the unwinding of quantitative easing. The president worried straightforwardly about rising interest rates slowing down the economy. So the country is waking up and starting to acknowledge, yes, there is a man amongst us who is smart as hell, who's tough as hell, and he is delivering on all of his campaign promises. And guess what? We've got prosperity, rising markets, new wages, a growing middle class where we had a shrinking middle class.
Yep.
And as he said, the world is respecting America again.
Well, I remember, and think about 2 years ago, with all the things that were happening in the country, people, you wondered if someone was going to be coming down the street with a butcher knife yelling Allahu Akbar. Okay, and now we don't even think about it anymore because he destroyed the ISIS caliphate in the Middle East. He allowed the military generals to do what they do best. He didn't pull back. The guy is a winner. He's a fighter. He's nonstop. He never sleeps. The man never sleeps. He doesn't.
And may I add, a great American.
A great American who makes us all proud.
Absolutely. You make us proud. You are a great American. You are number one. Number one. Liars, leakers, and liberals on the New York Times bestseller list. Congratulations. Congratulations. An awesome achievement.
Thank you.
And a terrific book. We recommend it to you highly.